We are back with another In the Saddle. This will be our final one of the season. We're wrapping up the 2013 baseball season after an amazing season and a great run at the national tournament. Today we have Assistant Coach Sam Hayden on the show to talk about this record-breaking season. This is In the Saddle.
Ball is tipped, there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. And all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked, but now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. One shining moment, frozen in time.
Welcome to the show. Today we have Assistant Baseball Coach Sam Hayden on the show to talk about the 2013 baseball season. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What a season. I can't say enough about this season. We have 41 wins, a national tournament trip, broken records all across the board. So talk about the season.
The season was unbelievable. From the start of the fall, we knew what kind of team we had, and practice would start at 2. Everybody shows up at 12:30, 1 o'clock. They were ready to go from the very beginning until the very end. So it was an unbelievable season, unbelievable group of guys. It was something very special.
The goal at the beginning of the season was to go to the national tournament. It's the first time the program has gone since they kind of changed things up. We'd been to regional tournaments, but not what was considered national tournament. And they got there. They didn't have to travel very far. It was just up the road in Oklahoma City at a field we're very comfortable on. Let's talk about the national tournament.
National tournament was unbelievable. It was a very exciting time, and that's one of the things that Coach Ross told a lot of our guys. Hey, it's definitely a big-time event. Everybody wants to be there. Not everybody gets a chance, so enjoy it. We've never been there as a program, never been there as coaches, so enjoy every moment of it. And while you're enjoying it, play really hard, and that's what our guys did. They left everything on the field, every single game, and you can't say enough good things about them.
They played really well. I think double digits on hits in maybe all 3 games, and the outcome didn't really reflect how well they played.
Yeah, they strapped it on from the first inning till the last. They gave it all they had, and that's all we could ask. The outcome definitely wasn't what we were hoping for, but that being said, it was a phenomenal season. It was a great tournament.
Well, we also broke the record for most hits in a season, and we did that in the regular season before we even got into postseason. So what was it like to be a part of that? Your first year as assistant coach to come in and break a major record.
Yeah, no, it was definitely great, and that's a tribute to the guys. I mean, like I said, they'd show up early for practice, they'd stay late for practice, we'd go upstairs and hit at night, and they just put together a season that's definitely going to be remembered here, and that's just based on their hard work. So you can't say enough about that. Any of the records that they broke is due to their ability to just work as hard as they can all the time. So it was definitely really good.
Definitely a season that other programs are going to have to live up to from now on.
Absolutely.
Other records that we broke some individual records. I think Josh Goodman broke the saves and appearances record, both career and single season. And then Jared Kuhn holds now our hits record, but 2 other players, Heath Wilda and Brian Vigo, broke what was the record before that. So talk about those guys.
And Josh Goodman, he was unbelievable on the mound for us. Anytime it was late innings, it was a no-doubter. Ross knew immediately we need to go to Josh Goodman, and he did well. I mean, I don't think he had very many bad outings all year long. I mean, he strapped it up. He went out there and pitched his tail off every single time and did everything we asked and then some. So he was definitely deserving of all the records that he's got.
And I think he had 10 saves.
I think so.
Alone.
Yeah, he had 10 saves, and with Jared, Heath, and Vigo, I mean, they're just gamers. I mean, they practice hard, and that's what we talk about is the harder you practice, the easier it is to play. And they just practiced hard all the time. Loved to be at the field, and And so it's definitely nice to have that because their hard work definitely paid off.
We definitely had a great core. Really, 2 through 5 were just unbelievable hitters, and there was no one on the lineup that came up and you're like, oh, that's not who we want. At this, anyone could pull out a great hit at any point. That was how solid we were across the board.
It was definitely nice. There's teams I've been on as far as a player, a coach, whatever, where you're always nervous. Big situations, who's at the plate, it didn't matter with this group. It didn't matter. 1 through 9, we were confident no matter who was at the plate, no matter who was on the mound. If we're on defense, we were very confident that they were going to get the job done. Every game that we played, whether if we were down by 10 or down by 1, we really had the confidence that they were going to come back and win the game. So that's definitely a nice thing to have as far as being a coach on that side of it.
Well, fortunately, we didn't have to have too many comebacks, but I know we did have some really late game major comebacks this year.
Yes, and that was unbelievable in itself. I know that was against Bacone, and I'm pretty sure Bacone thought the game was over, and our guys just kind of told themselves, hey, we got them right where we want them. And it's tough to believe that, and they did. They put together, they said, hey, nobody make the last out, and nobody did, and Owen ended up hitting a 2 or 3 run home run to win the game, and it was very, very special.
Well, we had several players named All-Conference, and with Jared Kuhn, Josh Goodman, Brian Vigo, Heath Wilda, and Blake McMullen. And then we also, Coach Ross was named Conference Coach of the Year, which I think might have been the first time in the program's history we've gotten that.
That was, and if you asked Ross about it, he would say it's all a tribute to the team, and that's exactly right. These guys played hard, like I said, all year long, and it kind of made our jobs a little bit easier. We didn't have to necessarily go over everything 57 times like you do, like we may have to next year with a brand new team. But I mean, it just it allowed us to relax having the team that we did. And Ross, it goes to his recruiting ability on the guys that he brought in this year, and that he was very deserving of that award.
So we've got 15 seniors, all either graduating or out of eligibility. That's practically every starter. I think we have 1 starting pitcher coming back, and then our catcher. So how's recruiting going?
It's going. It's going. We've been able to sign 7 guys so far, and we're on the phone every day, all the time. And we're definitely excited about the guys that we signed and possible recruits that we have, and it'll be interesting. We'll have to start back with the basics because it's not a senior-driven team next year. So, but we're definitely excited about it, and I thought hopefully recruiting will continue to go well, and we can put together a squad that can get us 40 wins again. That can get us back to the national tournament, because now that the bar's been set, every year we want to try to make it a little bit better.
Exactly. Well, good. You're looking for mostly junior college kids? I
think that's where we're going towards, is junior college guys, because they've done it for 2 years, and they kind of know what it's like to face pitchers that throw 88 to 92 on the mound every day. Guys that have faced it, and just pitchers that have faced hitters that are possible draft guys, and that know what they're doing on the mound, know how to pitch, and everything like that. So that's kind of our main focus. Now, that's not saying we're not going after freshmen, but we're predominantly going after junior college
Bring
players.
some of that maturity in that we're losing with all those seniors.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being on the show, and we look forward to another 40-win season out of the Drovers from now on.
That's right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now it's time for Fan of the Week. Each week we pick our Fan of the Week, who wins an awesome t-shirt and is recognized on our show and on our Facebook page. Last week's Fan of the Week was Pamela Roth. Again, congratulations to you. Well, that's our show. It's going to be our final one of the semester after an amazing season of Drover Athletics. Have a great summer, and tune in August for a brand new season of In the Saddle. Nope.